Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's topic of discussion is again preparation of aldehydes. So in my previous videos we have already discussed about some methods by which we can produce aldehydes. So today we will discuss about some other methods. So at first we will start with oxidation reaction of 1,2-diols. Suppose this is our 1,2-diol. So we have to use any oxidizing agents like lead tetraacetate or per-iodic acid for oxidizing this substrate. So I am using here lead tetraacetate, OCOCH3 whole 4. So oxidation reaction occurs over here and this is the oxidizing agent. The oxidation state of lead is 4 over here, and after the reaction this bond will break and we will get acetaldehyde from this part and another molecule of acetaldehyde from this part. So 2 molecules of acetaldehyde we are getting along with of course this is the oxidizing agent, so this will be reduced OCOCH3 whole twice. So here you can see the oxidation state is +2. Along with this we are getting 2 molecules of acetic acid. Okay. Next is by hydrolysis of gem dihalides. Gem dihalide means the halogen atoms will be attached with same central atom. Suppose this one CHCl2. Okay, this is known as ethylene chloride. If we treat it with alkali and it undergoes alkaline hydrolysis in presence of NaOH or barium hydroxide, then at first we will get unstable diol because this OH groups will replace this chlorines. So CH3CH OH OH. So this is unstable and water molecule will be liberated from here, and as a result we will get CH3CHO along with the formation of one molecule of water. Okay. Next is from alkynes. Actually by hydration of alkynes, we all know what is the meaning of hydration of alkynes. Hydration means addition of water, right? So suppose we are taking acetylene and water and we are treating it with 20% H2SO4 in presence of mercuric sulfate or mercuric oxide as catalyst, then water molecule will be attached with this one OH and one H. So this is very unstable, and after tautomerization we will get CH3CHO. That means we are getting acetaldehyde from acetylene, right? But keep it in mind that other aldehydes cannot be prepared by hydration of alkynes because any other alkyne always will lead to the formation of ketone due to Markovnikov addition of water. Okay. Next is now I will discuss about the formation of benzaldehyde CHO in various ways from different starting materials. So at first I will discuss the formation of benzaldehyde from toluene. So how we will carry out this one? So if toluene is oxidized with chromium trioxide in presence of acetic anhydride, so at first we will get gem diacetate OCOCH3 whole twice. This upon hydrolysis with dilute acid, it will produce benzaldehyde. Along with this we will get acetic acid, 2 molecules of acetic acid from this part. Again, this is number 1. Number 2, from same toluene we are going to produce benzaldehyde. Okay, a name reaction is there which is known as Itard reaction. Okay, so this is the name reaction by which we can produce benzaldehyde. When toluene is oxidized with a solution of chromyl chloride, which is CrO2Cl2, dissolved in CS2, that means carbon disulfide, and the resulting brown chromium complex is precipitated, and after that it is decomposed with dilute acid. So at first we will get this one. This is our brown intermediate complex. Okay, OCrCl2 OH whole twice. After decomposition of this one we will get benzaldehyde. So by these two methods we can prepare benzaldehyde from toluene. Number 2, we are going to produce benzaldehyde from benzyl chloride. Okay, so we can do it with lead nitrate or cupric nitrate in an atmosphere of carbon dioxide, and we have to heat the mixture and we will get benzaldehyde. So this is number 1. Another one method is also possible by which we can produce benzaldehyde from benzyl chloride by a name reaction which is known as Sommelier reaction. So what happens in this reaction? We have to treat this benzyl chloride with hexamethylene tetraamine, and we have to reflux the mixture, and after that we have to treat it with dilute acid like dilute HCl, and after that we have to do steam distillation. So we will get benzaldehyde as our product. So next we will produce benzaldehyde from benzene. Okay, 2 name reactions are there by which we can produce benzaldehyde from benzene. So at first we will discuss about Gattermann aldehyde synthesis. In this way, at first HCN, that means hydrogen cyanide, and HCl and AlCl3, they react with each other to form imidoformyl chloride, which will react with this benzene to form an imine. Okay, CH double bond NH, which after hydrolysis we can get benzaldehyde. Clear? So this is number 1. Number 2, again from benzene we will produce benzaldehyde, and this is known as Gattermann Koch aldehyde synthesis. Okay, so benzaldehyde is obtained when a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen chloride is bubbled through a solution of benzene dissolved in either nitrobenzene or ether in presence of catalyst comprised of aluminium chloride and a small amount of cuprous chloride. Okay, so we are using carbon monoxide with HCl and as catalyst we are using AlCl3 Cu2Cl2, that means cuprous chloride, and we are taking it in ether or nitrobenzene solution. So we are getting benzaldehyde along with this HCl. So this is all about the preparation of different kinds of aldehyde from different kinds of starting materials. And if you have any problem regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. Thanks for watching.